Good morning, watch lovers. Buongiorno, buenos dias, bonjour, guten morgen, ni hao. I hope you are ready to see some very good watches. So let's start. Some essentials for my daily video: the Rolex GMT-Master book by Mondani books, the watch cloth cleaner, clean my watch, and this beautiful watch roll by the watch stand. And let's discover together the watches I'm gonna talk about today. Two prestigious Pepsi bezel GMT, the Meteorite dial in white gold, and the stainless steel with Jubilee bracelet. Two very prestigious and popular Rolex GMT Master model today, the famous Pepsi in two versions, the stainless steel reference number 126710 blro and the white gold version, much rarer, reference number 126719 blro. As you can see, the main characteristic they have in common is the famous Pepsi bezel, which is a distinctive characteristic, a distinctive element of the GMT production since the very beginning. The GMT Master was produced in 1954 and Rolex described it as a wristwatch that tells the time simultaneously in two time zones. The very first reference that was produced was the 6542, and it came with the Pepsi bezel as well. So this element really was protagonist and is still protagonist of the entire GMT production. The bezel of the very first models was in bakelite, and in the modern days the bezel is in ceramic, which is very resistant, and we are not gonna have an headache for the scratches. So back to our two Pepsi watches today. Well, I have to say that the classic Pepsi in stainless steel is maybe the most popular Rolex watch today, together with the Daytona. There are many collectors and aficionados who want it, but guess what? It's not so easy to find it an official Rolex retailer. This is something that I often say, but well, we all know the situation today. It is very popular anyway in the gray market. There are so many examples for sale. The problem is that the current market value is double its retail price. The retail price in Italy is 9,000 euros, 250. The current market value for a new watch 126710 blro from 2021 is exactly the double, around 18,500. This watch, as I said, is very popular. It is beautiful, it is comfortable. Honestly, it is one of my favorite watches to wear every day. The combination between the Pepsi bezel and the Jubilee bracelet is just stunning, and I think the Jubilee is really the final touch for the GMT Master that made it even more iconic. The two watches have some points in common. For example, their cases are 40 millimeters for both models. The red and blue bezel is bidirectional, graduated 24 hours. They are both water resistant up to 100 meters, and the caliber is the same, the 3825 produced by Rolex. Among the main differences, we can clearly see the dial. The stainless steel model has a black dial, while the white gold model has a Meteorite dial. The Meteorite dial is very rare, and it is very attractive. It is a beautiful dial, not so common. In fact, this watch is quite rare, and it is also very expensive in today's market. The current value is around 50,000 euros, while the retail price in Italy is 38,300. This GMT Master, the reference 126719BRRO, is the only model currently produced with this kind of dial, the Meteorite dial. What is a Meteorite dial? Well, the Meteorite comes from the heart of an asteroid or even from another planet, and exploding is propelling material across the solar system. Both models are currently produced by Rolex, but as I said previously, it is quite complicated to find at an official Rolex retailer because of the high demand for both models. Obviously, this one is a little bit cheaper and it is much more popular. So probably there is a higher demand for this, but still a limited quantity of example produced. That's why the waiting list is very long. If I walk into a Rolex boutique today and ask for this watch, probably they will tell me that I have to wait years. The Meteorite dial GMT Master is a much more prestigious watch. It is not a watch for everybody. It is an expensive watch and it is a watch in white gold, very heavy, with this very particular dial, as we said. If I walk into a Rolex boutique today and ask for it, probably they will tell me that they don't know when they will receive the next example, that they don't receive many of these, and probably I won't know how much I have to wait for this. As I said, the current market value for this watch is around 50,000 euros, which is a crazy amount of money. But from my point of view, it will keep raising in value. This is one of the most common questions that I received today on Instagram. Are these watches going to raise in value? My answer in both cases is yes. I think both models will keep raising in value. They represent a very good investment from my point of view. I think the stainless steel Pepsi is a watch to wear every day. I love to enjoy it. It is perfect for every outfit. The Meteorite dial is more particular. I don't think it's for everybody because the dial is very particular and probably not everyone is gonna like it. It's also a heavy watch, which is not easy to wear every day. I mean, if I go jogging, maybe it's not the ideal watch to wear, but I think this is a very rare collectible piece today. If you have to invest in an expensive watch, I think this is a very good option. So yes, both GMT Master are a good investment. This is something that collectors want to know because obviously many people buy watches because they like it and they love to wear it, but many of them also want to see their watches to raise in price. I think it's a great satisfaction being able to collect and invest in the same time. And this is the most difficult part. That's why we always suggest to have a good knowledge before making an important purchase of a luxury timepiece. In our books, the Mondani books, you'll be able to find essential information to buy, sell, trade, collect and invest in luxury watches, in particular vintage and modern Rolex wristwatches. For any further information, you can have a look at mondanibooks.com. For example, here with me today I have the GMT Master book that I'm gonna show you. The GMT book comes with the updated price list of all GMT Master watches. It is a book with almost 300 pages. It is very specific and detailed about the entire Rolex production, starting with the first reference until today. It goes through the entire history of this iconic model. And well, if you need to know more about every detail, every particular of these watches, this book is gonna be very important for you. Also, if you need any kind of information, as usual, you can follow me on Instagram, you can send me a direct message, and I will be happily at your disposal. Let's have a final look at these two beauties. Rolex GMT-Master Pepsi with Meteorite dial in white gold, reference number 126719 BLRO, and the famous Pepsi in stainless steel with Jubilee bracelet, reference number 126710 BLRO. Two great timepieces by Rolex, currently in production, two pieces that I love. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, Giorgia Mondani, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Thank you very much and see you soon.